Good evening, boys and girls, and welcome back to the channel. If you're new, welcome. My name is Lee, aka Rolling Thunder, and in today's video we have got some important news to discuss. That and also the usual COVID-19 update. So sit back, relax, grab a cup of tea, and let us get into the video. So, ladies and gents, how are we all? How have we been since our last encounter? I hope you've all been well. In today's video, we're sort of going to be discussing a few little things. We're going to be discussing some important news that's occurred with the channel, and also we are going to be talking about how I have managed to survive through this whole COVID-19 bollocks and getting back to work. I suspect a lot of people will probably think, oh, do you know what, this shit's been done before, blah 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 blah. Yeah, it might have been done, but guess what, it's probably not been done by someone talking about it on a motorcycle. Guess what, that's where I come in. Now, as far as the whole dealing with COVID-19, it's not been easy. It's not been easy for anyone. It's not, I dare say it's probably not been easy for a lot of people. I dare say it's probably been bloody downright horrible. And in all fairness, I would have to agree. It's not been pleasant for anyone. Whether you've been working, you're not working, you're self-employed, you're unemployed, whatever. Having to deal with COVID-19 is not great. I personally think it's shit. I've been back to work since the 1st of June. So near on 2 weeks now. And my work have had people moaning, my work have had people being really good about it. We have had people who have, you know, just taken it on the chin, so to speak, and gone, okay, fine, it is what it is, but I still want to come and look around. Just recently, those particular rules have been released. Well, not released, but relaxed slightly. So people are actually allowed to come into the store, browse around and so on, which in all fairness is a big fucking double thumbs up for me. But that aside, you know, you're still going to get the odd one or two people that think they're fucking clever, but what can you do? In those instances, all you can do is smile and wave. Smile and wave. It's not ideal, but it is what it is. Let me know in the comments down below how you guys have been getting on. How have you guys dealt with the whole COVID-19 thing? How have you guys dealt with self-isolating if you've had to? How you know, being back at work, how have you guys dealt with it? How's it been for you lot? It's not the nicest thing to have to deal with. It's not the easiest thing to deal with either. But likewise, you know, with a little bit of common sense and perseverance, you know, shit will get sorted out eventually. Granted, the country and the world as a whole will never be the way it was, but it is what it is. I fucking hate it. I suffer with hay fever, and I hate it. I absolutely fucking hate having to wear a mask. You know, in the last couple of days, my hay fever has gone through the fucking roof. Itchy eyes, runny nose, you name it. I've had the whole fucking gambit of different symptoms. But I digress. You know, take hay fever tablets, see how the day goes. You know, that's all I can do really. But it is what it is. Now the miserable side of things is out of the way, on to some good news. Now, if you remember, a little while ago, I was talking about the MOTOMOUNTS guy, Callum. Well, ladies and gents, I am proud to announce that me and Callum have sort of struck up a bit of a sponsorship. So as of today, if you wish to take advantage of it, I now have a 10% off discount code. And what I'll do is I'll link it in the description. I will also put it in the bottom of the video, just, you know, just along the bottom here somewhere, so that you guys can jump online and get yourself a banging bit of kit for your GoPro. I'm not just saying that because, you know, I've kind of got to know Callum in a kind of friendship kind of way. I'm saying it because for the products he makes, bear in mind, Callum is only 20. Yep, you heard me. He is 20 years old. And for him to be working for himself and going to uni, you know, you can't ask for more than that. Also, with regards to the 10%, it's my YouTube name, so Rolling Thunder, all in capitals, and you will be entitled to a 10% discount, all thanks to Callum. If you want to take advantage of that, that's how you do it. And once again, Callum, thank you so much, buddy, for supporting me, supporting my channel, giving me the opportunity to actually get your name and your brand out there, because I think what you make is fucking brilliant. It's a brilliant bit of kit and doesn't cost very much. So I guarantee you, if you went to GoPro to buy the same mount that he's made me, you'd be looking somewhere in the region of about maybe 30 quid just for the mount, not including the extra short arm that comes with it. Like I've said before, and I'll say it again and again and again, Callum is a top geezer, really nice fella to work with, really nice guy to talk to. If you have any concerns or any questions about his products or about a particular brand or model of helmet, all you got to do is drop the guy an email or send him a message on Instagram, one or the other. It doesn't really matter which way around you do it, but if you do that, he'll do his best to get back to you, and if he can make up something that will work with your helmet, he will get it done. And now that everything seems to be going back to normal in terms of the whole delivery situation, I should think that instead of it being a month like it was for me, again, I'll say it time and time again, it wasn't Callum's fault. It was all down to New Zealand's international post. I dare say that when it comes to getting stuff sent out now, with everything sort of going back to normal, I suspect that delivery, depending on where you are in the world, obviously, shouldn't be no more than about, I don't know, a week to 10 days at a guess. Like I said, that's a guess. If you have got any questions about delivery or whichever part of your world you're in, Callum should be able to answer any questions for you. I can't see why he wouldn't be able to get you the answers you need. But when it comes to communication and all that good stuff, I can't fault Callum. His communication has been fucking brilliant over the course of this whole thing, you know, from start to finish. From when I first approached him on Instagram with regards to making a mount for this lid, to striking up this sort of sponsorship thing with the 10% off, none of it would have been possible without him being approachable. And the fact that Callum has gone above and beyond what most suppliers will do to get you what you need when you need it, you know, I cannot fault him. I really can't. Me and Callum have actually been talking about possibly doing a few more different mounts with different brands. Like I said in the previous video, he has got he's currently got mounts for some Arais, some Shoeis, some AGVs, 2 or 3 HJCs I think, and Bell, I think he's also got LS2. What else? I think he's also done Scorpion. He's probably done others, but if you want to see the full list of the stuff that he's done, head over to his website, which is www.motomounts, that's motomounts.co.nz. That's November Zebra. And if you go onto his website, you can hit him up, drop him a message. Like I said, he's also on Instagram, he's on Facebook, so there's more than one way of contacting him. Regardless of how you want to contact him, he'll be able to answer your question for you. He is a very, very approachable fella, very, very good at what he does. And like I said before, and I'll keep saying, for the simple fact that he's only 20 years old, I cannot fault him. I cannot say enough about how professional he is. For such a young lad, he has been so professional when it comes to getting stuff done, the communication, everything, the whole fucking 9 yards. He's been transparent, he's been apologetic when things haven't gone quite right. Like I said, the only downside to what's happened in getting the mount from him was the delivery time. That wasn't his fault. That was again down to the COVID-19 and also the fact that New Zealand international post isn't brilliant. But other than that, nothing else has gone wrong. You know, the mount stayed on, it's on there now. It's been on there for about a week. Hasn't really shifted much. I have had to have a little bit of a play around to get the angle a little bit better. But other than that, nothing wrong with the mount at all. Like I said, you could go to the bigger brands. You could go to you could go to GoPro, you could go to Drift, you could go to Akaso, you could go to Sony, You could go to what's another fairly big brand's camera? You could go to Senna, and I guarantee you what Callum is charging for his mounts is probably half, maybe less than half of what you'd have to pay with GoPro. I mean, I didn't expect him to send me the mount with an additional arm. I thought it was just going to be the mount with some adhesive and that'd be it. But no, he sent the mount with the adhesive attached, with an alcohol wipe, and with an additional short arm. Now, admittedly, that short arm could do with being a little bit longer, not quite as long as the your standard long arm with the GoPros. Maybe it could do with being maybe 10mm longer, but nothing more than that. Nothing. You don't really need a massively long arm if you're not using if you're not using a mic or the mic adapter. Then you have no reason to, well, you should have no worry in terms of using the arm that Callum sends you. But if you find that you need the longer arm because you use a microphone and you motovlog like I do, then I dare say there will be an option to order the shorter arm or the longer arm, or at least I hope there will be. And if there isn't, I'm pretty sure Callum will have something in the pipeline sooner or later. But like I said, if what you saw in that video when I did my my initial impressions and review of the MOTOMOUNTS chin mount for the HJC helmet, if that is something that tickles your fancy, if that's something that you could see yourself using, then head over to MOTOMOUNTS website, take advantage of the 10% off offer that we've got going on at the minute, using promo code ROLLIN'THUNDER, all as one word with the apostrophe above the N. I can't remember if it's in capitals or lowercase. I think it's capitals, but the link will be in the description, so you'll be able to take advantage of that. I know it might seem like a lot of money. It's the mount itself I think is like 17 quid, 18 quid, and obviously depending on how much delivery is in whichever part of the world you're in. But other than that, like I said, including delivery, 28-30 quid is cheap compared to what you'll see GoPro charging for mounts like what Callum's made, and the likes of Drift and Akaso and Senna and any other action camera manufacturers. Oh, pardon me. It's difficult for me to put into words how good it's all been, and I know it sounds like I'm really kissing Callum's ass, but I'm not. Generally, honestly, hand on heart, if I thought the mount was rubbish, I would tell him. If I thought the mount could do with improving, I'd tell him. If there were certain aspects of said mount that could do with being changed, I would tell him. And yes, there have been communications back and forth with regards to the mount in terms of where slight improvements could take place. But other than that, I've got nothing bad to say about it. I really don't. I really don't. The 3D printing quality is great. The overall shape and condition is brilliant. Now I've got a ZX6 next to me. So guys, just to recap, I hope everyone's well with the whole COVID-19 rubbish. I hope no one is suffering too badly. Ooh, SP2. Don't see many of them around. So that's a nice little highlight of the evening. Yeah, anyway, I hope you guys haven't been bored too much. Please, as always, like, comment and subscribe. Your support is always very welcome. And we'll be trying to do some more product reviews. Hopefully going to get a test ride on an MT10 in the next couple of weeks with any luck, fingers crossed. So make sure you keep your eyes open for that. There's also going to be a review of my new Frank Thomas stealth leather jacket, which will be coming out probably next week. If there's anything you want to see on the channel, guys, like bikes, gear or whatever, feel free to put it in the comments down below and I will see what I can do. But for now, as always, this is Lee, aka Rolling Thunder, saying look after yourselves look after each other, stay safe on the roads, stay away from COVID-19, and as always, adios.